I was supposed to have a magazine come out for 10-year anniversary party.
Oh yeah!
That ain't happening, so I gotta postpone my next issue of Lost Anarchy to June. And YouTube gave us a strike in the last version of this video, so here's the PG-13 version. Let's hope I don't get age restricted for this one.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
This is our world now. We are never going to have a cool movie ever again.
Trigger warning. Contains language, subject matter, some slurs, and other things that would be considered offensive to the easily triggered because you're all a bunch of stupid snowflakes.
Have you seen the Senate trials? They put them on blast.
Would you agree there's a difference between entertainment and propaganda?
Why is it that so much of Netflix content for children promotes a transgender ideology?
41% of G-rated, kid-approved series contain LGBTQIA+ content.
This video is brought to you by
It's showtime.
It's Tizai, your fearless leader, and, well, no matches happened since the last episode. It's been a giant mess of clutter.
And, how do I put this without sounding mean? Well,
We all know I'm gonna sound mean. In, we'll say half-ass entertainment political news. Did watch the Grammys, but, an old controversy with Irish, and the way I see it is out of touch.
Well, duh.
I'm not pro-ice. I'm anti-poser. Like, you trying to tell me she could give this virtue signaling? I mean, seriously, if she did really mean what she said, she'd give up her house to the refugees.
That same singer who says no one is illegal on stolen land promptly went back to her $14 million mansion.
Oh, it's good what she said, blah, blah, blah. She don't mean it. It's no different than the Imagine thing with all the celebrities during COVID.
all these celebrities who are living in ivory towers thinking they feel the plight of people. They don't. They want to please the non-binary, hop on with the fucking clipboard.
Meanwhile,
Drinking myself stupid because still depressed and whatever. Did Sassy Sarah call me back? No. Why? Because, what else happened? The warehouse party again with Britney's Rage. And then Superbowl Sunday. Too hungover and I didn't really care. I actually slept most of the day and missed it. Seahawks won. Oh, and apparently there was 2 rival halftime shows because Bad Bunny was playing the main one and Kid Rock was playing the anti one. And my thoughts on that one is, who cares? I don't know who Bad Bunny is because I'm over 40 and don't speak Spanish. Because what do you expect? This younger generation are into K-pop. They're all into music they don't really understand anyway because they're lame.
Whatever.
And I don't give 2 shits about Kid Rock. I never liked Kid Rock since back in the day. I never liked Kid Rock now, and not because he's pro-Trump. I always thought he sucked. And it kind of shows you the double standard of Metallica. Like, look at this song, American Badass. It's literally Sad But True by Metallica, but with Kid Rock's horrible rapping over it. And that's literally the same year that Metallica, like, sued Napster for ripping them off, but yet, like, you let a guy who literally ripped you off go on tour with you.
Okay, what's next?
Here's another riddle for you. What does Donald Trump, Osama bin Laden, and Che Guevara have in common? Well, they're trust fund douchebags who exploited stupid poor people.
You gonna tell me how wrong I am, how horrible I am?
And that's also why I have no respect for Brains Against the Machine. What? Watch this to really get the idea.
meanwhile,
Following week, we'll say I did my usual. The Wednesday's party, got shit-faced, started my hunt for advertising for the new issue of Lost Anarchy since I had a lot of issues. It went past. You thank man for that.
And then
Thursday stayed in because there's no point in going out on Thursdays. I would have went out too because it was my friend Brian's birthday at Uncle Ollie's. Don't want to waste my resources. It's saying it's Friday the 13th and Valentine's Day weekend. So
the next day,
it was Friday the 13th and well, I've been kind of in a superstitious, cautious, and depressed mood lately, for obvious reasons.
but why?
First off, getting
Hi,
ghosted
I'm
by
Sassy.
you-know-who, due to my mom scaring her off. And we all know what happened at the bondage ball. I lost my fucking car. But then I'm all like, fuck it, I'll go. Because I had, like, apparently Nightmare Nick had tickets to some fetish event at the Bardo, aka the Avalon. I haven't been there since 2014. So you can tell, yeah, I'm going to that. So I stopped at 3 clubs first, and guess what was happening? Another fetish party. Yes, crazy-ass fetish burlesque and S&M, all that shit. It felt like Miss Kitty's parlor back in the day. It was fucking nuts. Of course, I immediately had to pick up Nick and go, hey, 3 clubs really needs to update their fucking website. Because, prime example, no one's going to your stuff if you have nothing listed on your website. Like, it was packed.
And then
the Avalon. I ran into Madison. Obviously ran into my homegirl Hannah because she's with Parrish. Mark White, the gothic comedian. It was fucking awesome. You know what I mean? But I actually like this Three Clubs thing better. We went to the after hours. I partied all night. I ended up crashing at my homeboy Michael's house, the Angel. But he also had a chick with him, so I didn't want to be a cock block. So plan originally was to have Predator and Nick up and have us go to Bar Sinister because we were having the Vampire Ball pre-party at Bar Sinister. But of course, Predator didn't answer his fucking phone. So instead, I hit up my homeboy Octavius, who I haven't talked to in months, and he's hanging out with Russian Alex. So I met them at the Rainbow, and oh god, dude, traffic was horrible. I mean, fucking horrible. Last time I saw traffic on Sunset this bad was 26 years ago, back when they had no cruising laws, because that's how bad traffic was.
Get on with it.
So I get to the Rainbow, it's packed with a bunch of who the fuck are these people? They're playing hip hop.
What the fuck is this? Whose ass didn't I kiss?
We'll say that. A lot of young hot chicks. Like, I get it, this is the crowd you want, but again, I always say this. Problem with these young demographic is they don't drink, and, they don't party. They're lame. And when they do party, they're not drinking. So, yeah, it's packed with a lot of people, but no one's buying anything. So, you know what they're doing? They're fucking loitering. So, yeah, you're packed with a bunch of loiterers, not a bunch of customers. But whatever, go eat a dick. But, yeah, I was obviously in a negative mood for only having 20 minutes of sleep within a 24-hour period. Obviously, I went from depressed to more looking for a fight. Went to the after hours.
The next day,
I watched the penultimate episode of A Night at the Seven Kingdoms, and I like what they've added. And then I found out Predator had VIP passes to the Vampire Ball. Before I continue, let's get to today's sponsor.
I can't watch much more of this. It's not scary, it's just shit. Paper mache and painted laser rays. Dumbass monsters made of clay. If you want to scream, come scream with me. Scream.
Oh, the Vampire Ball. I heard so much about it. In the last video, I talked about
Father Sebastian or Primus.
my ex, Layla, would brag about it like back when it was first came to LA, and she paid top dollar for all that stuff to make friends and made no friends.
Meanwhile,
I get two like $100 passes for free.
Oh, snap.
Right when I get there, I run into Sebastian, and he says, "Welcome to my cult." And I go, "Ah, yeah, right? Don't tell anyone." And I told him, like, "Dude, we need to hang out with Gittle." So stay tuned. Maybe I'll set up a meet up with me, Father Sebastian, and Gittle Partridge, and do a photo shoot at Punch Sully Temple. Who knows? It's not got wood on that one. Also while there, ran into Joker, ran into Ivan of Hollywood Apocalypse / Death of a Nightingale, Armando, Mark White, and Pinky. And poor Armando, he's stuck with Pinky. Saw the usual thing. What really cool is all the Bar Sanderson stuff worked there too. And yeah, all in all, it was just bondage ball with more clothes. Not as scantily clad like slutty chicks and shit. It's whatever, you know. I think South Park points it out best about goths versus vampires there.
Let us make it abundantly clear. If you hate life, truly hate the sun, and need to smoke and drink coffee, you are goth. If, however, you like dressing in black because it's fun, enjoy putting sparkles on your cheeks and following the occult while avoiding things that are bad for your health, then you are most likely a douchebag vampire wannabe boner. Because anybody who thinks they are actually a vampire is freaking retarded.
Following Wednesday, I was supposed to upload this video, and I did, but due to YouTube changing their community guidelines, I got flagged for nudity. There's no nudity in this freaking video at all. You're just out to get me, as always.
no way! Yes way!
This channel's not monetized. This channel has been shadow banned, but yet you're still out to get me.
Meanwhile,
Other channels do way worse than me, and they get away with it.
stupid!
To cheer myself up, I went to Wednesday's party.
The next day,
I went to the Viper Room for Tommy Two-Tone, as in this song. Yeah, it was also Nick's brother's birthday too, so that was cool. The rest of the night, blah, 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 and, well, didn't do anything the rest of the weekend because following Saturday, I had to be in Eagle Rock to be in a music video. I don't know the name of the artist, it was a paid gig, and I got to play the devil.
the next day,
Supposed to go to my friend Shane's screening for his movie at Unfriendly Studios, Sonata Studio, but I was too tired for some reason. On the bright side, I got to watch the season finale of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I approve of everything except for the big twist ending where Egg lies to his dad about being the squire for Dunk. It's going to change the whole dynamic. Nag, 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 nag! It's no longer Year of the Snake. As of right now, it is Year of the Horse. Chinese New Year has just happened.
It is annoying that, you know, the Chinese New Year is like Hanukkah where it moves around via
There's no exact date when Chinese New Year it is. And yeah, no more fucking chaotic bad shit. Let's just hope this new cycle is going to be awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, Year of the Horse is always like the forgettable, not as brave as Sir Lancelot, if you get my drift.
Brave, 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 brave Sir Robin.
Also, for me, Year of Reinvention. 2002, I met... In 2014, I legitimized the man technically. And this year, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I've seen the future. You know what it is? It's a 47-year-old virgin sitting around in his beige pajamas, drinking a banana broccoli shake, singing I'm an Oscar Mayer weed.
Let's start with TV, but primarily...
It's the Muppet Show with our very special guest star, Sabrina Carpenter.
You got the aesthetics down. I mean, literally the opening and everything. The voices even sound kind of decent, considering the fact that most of the actors in the cast on retired. I mean, Kermit doesn't really sound too much like Kermit. Miss Piggy's, they got her voice down, and even Rizzo sounds good. But here's my complaint. Other than it's Disney, and Disney never really understood the Muppets since 2011. It reeks of Seth Rogen. Like, worse than what he did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in just about every franchise he touched.
I mean, come on!
You know me, I've had a long history of hating Seth Rogen. I always think it's funny how the Phantom Menace, of all people, like, took him that long to finally hate on him. He's literally Sony's answer to Ryan Johnson. He's a complete poser hack who rips people off, can't end anything, and hook up his fucking woke friends. Hell, the musical guest. Who the fuck is Sabrina Carpenter? I know I'm old, that's probably what it is. I don't like her music, it's too pop country for me, but enough of the complaining. I'm glad the Muppets is back. I hope they get a full series, or at least 10 episodes like they do with every streaming service. But it's just another thing that has Seth douchebag Rogen's fingerprints all over it. Fuck Seth Rogen and fuck his circle of friends. I mean, anybody who throw their friend in front of the bus.
Well, in my book, you either do it right or you get eliminated.
He's such a predator. He's not a predator. What did he do? He had an acting school and he banged some of his students who were consenting adults. That's not grooming. That is just, you know, Hollywood. I mean, think about it. I think it's funny how, like, you want to cancel people who've done less than people who praise. I mean, Weinstein, he's not, he was bad, but he was just doing what every other studio has done. What about Roman Polanski, Lena Dunham? What the fuck? Back to what I was saying. Yeah, Muppets. I'm not holding my breath. I know Sarah likes them. She probably approve of it because, you know, she doesn't have a hatred of Seth Rogen. That I'm talking anymore. I'm also looking forward to season 4 of Invincible. Another thing that Seth Rogen had his fingers on, and he'll probably fuck it up like he did with The Boys. And, well, you have to feel like The Boys. I suffer from the same problem a lot of these political shows have, which is they're picking on one side, picking on both sides. As for anything else, this year's summer blockbusters,
I'm not holding my breath.
Bob as bad as Tron did last year.
I don't know.
Tron came out in October.
I'm very skeptical.
First we got the Mandalorian and Grogu, which just shows you that Disney does not believe in this product. I mean, come on!
You got the shills being iffy about it.
And you got the Phantom Menace.
Really critical drinker and what he says about it.
I mean, for fuck's sake, for the
Super Bowl trailer, it was just a tribute to the Clydesdales from Budweiser.
Really?
And then after that, you got the new He-Man movie, which I have my hopes. You saw my last video.
Which nobody watches.
I'll repeat myself.
Yes, I hope they do the Hildor thing. I hope it does well enough that we actually see not only She-Ra, but Hordak and the Snake Man. But most importantly, I'm looking forward to discussing this with Mikey Under the Rainbow and Whiskey, because we're the biggest He-Man nerds ever.
I want to see it.
I hope it does better than the new Mando movie.
I mean, literally, the Mando movie looks like an
extended version of the show. And if it does well, it'll lead to the Thrawn trilogy.
A great tactician creates plans. A good tactician recognizes the soundness of a plan presented to him.
I don't want that.
I don't like how, during Kathleen Kennedy's reign, they canceled the entire expanded universe to make room for their expanded universe. When the expanded universe is what saved Star Wars for the longest time, and you don't give a shit about it.
Seriously, the only reason why Mandalorian did so well in the first place is because, well, Kathleen Kennedy was too busy sabotaging the main Star Wars with her horrible secret
Giving people who like want to smell their own farts a career. Favreau and Filoni were able to make the Mandalorian.
Season 1 was a breath of fresh air. Season 2 was member berries. ideas, and then they ran out of ideas because they sabotaged everything else. Like Boba Fett and Obi-Wan was supposed to be a show, but they said add extra stuff and replace it with girl boss bullshit. So, what are they gonna do with this show?
Especially when like Mando season 3, like other than him taking a side quest, had a definitive ending. How you gonna bring it back? You gonna do the Unforgiven thing?
I just hope everyone's good and it crushes, this movie. But we all know they'll probably fuck this up too.
Because that's what Hollywood likes to do.
And speaking of ruining things,
Dune Part 3 comes out the end of this year. And the diet doing Dune.
She was just pouty throughout the
Yeah, she had permanent resting bitch face. 2, how is Dune Messiah and Children of Dune gonna happen?
I never read the books, but I've read like an outline of the story where the story goes, just to spoil the story for myself, kind of like what I did with Song of Ice and Fire. And I was talking to Gore about, like, I was asking him all these questions, because he's a big Dune fan.
how is that gonna happen? If Charlie's anti-West.
Burn down, my atomic. Don't let it steal your soul away. Take control.
But I'm done with this bullshit. Like, you're not gonna watch this, but if you do like what you see here, comment, like, dislike, share it if you want. I go into more detail, but I'm just trolling you anyway. I mean, after all, you all can suck. Shout out to my patrons. Congratulations, you literally alienated 2 different groups. I mean, at least you're not as bad as Disney.
Oh, snap.